everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and a couple years ago I went over some features for AirPods you might not know. However, with the introduction of iOS 15, there's even more. So I wanted to go over the top 5 new features that you may not know about that pertain to your AirPods. Now that could be the new AirPods 3, AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, or even the first or second generation AirPods. However, not all features will work with everything, so I'll let you know which ones work with which. Now, the first feature has to do with announce notifications. Now, before we could announce notifications from Siri in our AirPod, but now we can announce any notification. So if we go to Settings, go to Notifications, you'll see that it says Siri Announce Notifications. If we tap on this, you'll see I have this turned on, and I have it turned on to headphones. I only want it to do this when it's connected to headphones. Now you can turn this off and it will announce them anyway using Siri and your speaker. But if you only want it to work when you have your AirPods within your ears, some Beats will work with this as well, or other headphones. You can turn that on for any of these apps you see here, whether that be Telegram or WhatsApp. So if you want it to announce when your friend messages you, it will let you know. And then you can usually reply with your voice. You also can use Siri with the word "Hey" in front of it. And you can see that here. It says, have Siri read out notifications from WhatsApp. Siri will avoid interrupting you and listen after reading notifications so you can respond or take actions without saying Siri with the word "Hey" in front of it. So you can use this with that or just listen to it and then respond. It's a really nice feature to use. You also have that option for reminders as well. So again, notifications, and then you go to reminders. Under reminders, we'll scroll down and find it here. There we go, reminders. You'll see it says allow notifications, time-sensitive notifications, and then announce. So as long as you have announce turned on, it will announce those notifications if they're time-sensitive, or you can have it announce all notifications. This will come through your headphones and let you know what's going on. And again, it says the same thing. It will read out those notifications to you. This is a really nice feature that's built into iOS 15. So if you want to use this completely hands-free, you now have the option to do that with many of these things if you're shopping or more. With the introduction of iOS 15, if you have AirPods Pro, there's a new feature that can help you hear someone a little bit better if you're having trouble hearing people, whether that be in noisy environments or just in day-to-day use. If you have AirPods Pro and AirPods Pro specifically, place just one of them in your ear, and there's a new feature called Conversation Boost. So I'll place one in my ear, make sure I'm connected. You'll see it popped up here. I got the little ding in my ear that I'm connected, and it shows that I'm connected in my volume. The next thing we need is just to simply access this with the little noise option here in Control Center. So you need to have this little ear. If you're not seeing that ear, go to Settings, go down to Control Center. Under Control Center, make sure that you add it here. You want to make sure that you have it. As you can see here, you have hearing. So this option hearing that I have here, if you don't have it, just simply add it by scrolling down under More Controls and tap the plus. Once you have that in your Control Center, you'll have some new options. So go to the ear in your Control Center, scroll down, and at the bottom, you'll have Conversation Boost. So Conversation Boost lets me hear the ambient environment a little bit better, and then I can adjust this based on the ambient noise reduction. We can change the tone from brighter to darker and give us a little bit more amplification as well if we need to hear somebody a little bit better. So this is something that's all new with iOS 15 and works with AirPods Pro. It will show up. If it's not showing up, it is buried in your settings if you're not seeing it there. It's under Settings. If we go back to Accessibility, under Accessibility, we want to go down to Audio and Visual. Under Audio and Visual, you'll see headphone accommodations. Make sure that's turned on. Go down to the bottom, tap on Transparency Mode. Under Custom Transparency Mode, scroll down, you'll see Conversation Boost. It's sort of buried in your menu, but it's much easier to access through the Control Center and the hearing option. So that's a new option within iOS 15. I'm not sure why it's so buried in here, but if you're not seeing it in your Control Center under Hearing, you'll need to enable it there. Now with AirPods 3, AirPods Pro, and AirPods Max, they have spatial audio. This is a new feature in iOS 15, and some people really like it. I personally really like it a lot. Some people don't. And there's also the option for head tracking. And so what head tracking does is when you have an AirPod in your ear, so maybe I have AirPods 3, and maybe I'm watching YouTube or I'm watching Netflix, I can make it sound as though it's coming directly from my device. The sound would be coming from my device, and it sounds just like it's coming from your iPhone iPhone or iPad or Apple TV. And if you turn your head away from your device, it still makes it sound as though the audio is coming from your device. So if I turn my head to the right, it'll sound as though it's coming from my left side of me. If I turn my head to the left, it'll sound as though it's coming from my right, and so on. If you don't like this, you can turn it off. So some people really don't like this. I think it's great for movies, but it's not great for music. So if you go into your control center, and then under your control center, make sure your AirPods are connected. So let me hit play here, just to make sure my AirPods are connected. Then press or hold, haptic press or 3D press on your volume slider, and you'll see it says Spatialized Stereo. Tap on this and it says off, fixed, or head tracked. If you have it on head tracking, it will track the direction my head is turned away from it and again, change the audio. If I have it fixed, it makes it sound like it's from a fixed place and it won't really change, or you can just turn off the overall effect of it being environmental altogether. So if you want to listen to your music that way, you can do that. So this is an option that's in iOS 15 that you can just turn that off altogether if you want to. Now, another nice feature that's been there since iOS 14 that a lot of people don't realize is the option to pair multiple AirPods to your device so you can share audio or video. And so I have AirPods Pro here, and you'll see I have AirPods Pro on my phone. If we go again to the control center and we tap on maybe what we're actually listening to or watching, tap the little AirPlay button. Under AirPlay, you'll see the different headphones around. So I have my AirPods 3, AirPods Pro, or AirPods Max. Just tap the other one, and now they're both connected. Maybe I don't want to use AirPods Pro, I want to use AirPods Max, I can switch between them. Now I can share the headphones with someone else and they can have their own headphones and I can use my headphones. So again, if you didn't see where that was, so go into your control center and under the volume slider, you'll see there's two people there. The AirPlay button is what you want to tap on, and this allows you to select between the headphones. Again, under your volume slider, press and hold, and you'll see you have the different volumes for each device. So AirPods Max and AirPods 3, and you can change that if they have noise control or not individually. So maybe the person with the AirPods Max wants it on transparency. You can just switch that, or you can change it to noise cancellation or off altogether. So that's an option you've had since iOS 14 that a lot of people aren't aware of. That's really nice if you just want to share your audio with someone else. Within iOS 15, Apple introduced some new features to sort of focus and try and relax a little bit more. And one of those features is called background sounds. And this works not only through the speaker of the iPhone, but also the AirPods as well. The easiest way to enable this is go into your control center, go to the hearing icon or the ear, tap on that, and you'll see background sounds. Tap on background sounds, and now you have the option for a bunch of different sounds here. So you'll see it says background sounds. If I tap on this, we have bright noise, dark noise, ocean, rain, or stream. And we can just have this in the background playing to help us focus or maybe drown out some other noise. When we want to turn it back off, we can again tap on the ear and then tap on background sounds on the bottom. Now, if you're not seeing this, this can also be found in your accessibility settings. So if you go to settings and then go down to accessibility, under accessibility, scroll down, go to audio and visual. Under audio and visual, you'll see background sounds. And again, you can enable them here, and you'll see that you have the option to turn it on or off, use when media is playing, and more. So you have additional options here if you want them. This year with Find My, you can now better find your AirPods should you lose them. So with AirPods 3, AirPods Pro, and AirPods Max, we now have the option to use the ultra wideband chip within the new phones or more recent phones to help us better locate AirPods, similar to what we can do with AirTags. So if we go into the Find My app, and you can see I've located my AirPods Max, and now we can find nearby. So not only can we play a sound or notify when left behind, we can find. So if I try and find them nearby, it's going to look for a signal from my AirPods and better locate them. And it's going to tell me that they're here. If they're far away, it will tell me what direction they're in, and I will point to them, and then I can make a sound. So it says, do you want to play a sound? And then it will make a sound and you can better locate them. This is new for the newer AirPods, and it works really, really well. Not only with AirPods Max, but AirPods 3 and AirPods Pro. So those are some features you may not have been aware of for iOS 15 and some of the AirPods. If any of these were helpful or you didn't know them, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And if you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper, I'll link it in the description like I normally do. If you haven't subscribed already though, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.